Hey guys, Todd here. Today we're going to install the Morimoto XB LED fog lights on this 2019 and up body style Ram 1500. The tools I'll be using for this installation are an electric impact driver, a 7mm socket, and an 8mm socket. Now make sure you're subscribed to our channel to stay up to date with our latest content. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I am underneath the driver's side wheel well. This is the front of the vehicle right behind the bumper. Our fog light is just on the other side of here. Now, I've gone ahead and removed our front tire. You don't need to do that. I did it just so you guys had a better view of what's going on. Best way, if you don't want to remove your tire, is just turn your tire out away from the vehicle, and that will open it up and you can get all these bolts. So what we're going to do is remove these 5 bolts right here using an 8mm socket. Now these 2 bolts are a different bolt diameter than these 3 bolts, so keep those separated because they're going to have to go back in. Go ahead and pull those out. Okay, now here is our factory harness plugged into our bulb. Normally this would be going directly into the bulb underneath because the factory has a halogen bulb. This is an aftermarket LED replacement bulb, so it has a pigtail coming off, and that's what it's plugged into. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect it from this pigtail. What we need to do, this little red tab needs to slide backwards, so we're going to do that. Once we get it slid back, we can push down on this black tab back here and then pull it apart. All right, next what we're going to do is go ahead and remove these 3 bolts using a 7mm socket. All right, go ahead and remove the factory fixture. Okay, now here is our new fixture from Morimoto. You'll notice we've got a couple of rubber sleeves over top of the connectors, and they also supply us with a new plug. Now, they do not insert the prongs into the plug from the factory because some applications require the polarity to be reversed. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the factory harness and we're going to pull the sleeves off of the fixture, plug them into the factory harnesses to make sure we've got everything correct, and charge it up and make sure the light comes on. Also, make sure you do not cross these wires while you're doing all that because you don't want to cause a short. So I'm going to go ahead and hook those up and test out the light. Okay, so we went ahead and tested the light and we've got everything wired up correctly. So the red is going to go to the right side, the black is going to go to the left side. Make sure you have the plug oriented. So you got the notch that's on top, that's what's going to go into here. So don't have it set up like that because that would be upside down and backwards. So we're going to have it like this, red on the left, or red on the right, black on the left. So as you insert these prongs, you'll see that there is a little bit of a claw on the inside of the prong. That needs to go to the inside of the fixture. So we're just going to slide that up into place. And as you slide it up, you'll hear it click. You can go ahead and do the next one. Again, make sure this is to the inside. All right, now if the prongs don't go all the way through, grab a needle nose plier and pull them the rest of the way through. Okay, now I've gone ahead and gotten that put together, got the pins pulled all the way through. I've also gone ahead and put a little bit of dielectric grease all the way around the top end of this and also on the lead end of this here. That way when it goes together, we've got a nice seal. So we're just going to push that together. Once that's pushed together, we can go ahead and lock it back into place. And then we're going to set this up to our factory housing. So make sure that your adjustment is to the bottom. Then we're going to line everything up to our factory holes. Bottom left-hand corner here, we've got a alignment screw or a peg that's coming through to line everything up. And then go ahead and put our factory screws back into those locations. We're going to go ahead and tighten that back up using a 7mm. Just make sure you do not over tighten these. Okay, now to adjust the fog light up and down, this little screw right here is what you use. You put a Phillips head screwdriver in there and turn it left and right to move it up and down. Now once you have it adjusted where you want, go ahead and put the cover back on. All right, so now we're just going to line this back up to the factory holes. And again, like I told you, these three over here are a different size, so make sure the correct one goes back into the correct hole. And these are a larger diameter, so we're going to do those on this side. And those tighten up with an 8mm. Well, that concludes the installation. If you found this video helpful, make sure and give us a thumbs up. If you want to know more about the product, check the link in the description below. And as always, if you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online at RealTruck.com.